Hi, hello. Just adjusting my necklace and getting myself sorted before anybody comes to join. Why will this chair never move on carpet? Hi, Nathan. So let me sort this chair out. It does not roll on carpet. It doesn't at all. Very annoying when it doesn't roll. Right, let me get my pattern. I'm still crocheting my jacket, but I started the hood. You know, the sort of long hood. Hi, Lydia. Just trying to see what row I'm on. It was cold. It's not raining, but it was cold. Hi, Lizzie. Yeah, it was very cold. I didn't get up till I don't know what time because it was cold. Right, I need to sort out where I'm up to. It's very small writing. Sorry about this. Right, I've done row 14 and 15, I think. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. I've got 16 rows. Why have I got 16 rows? I'm supposed to have 15. Never mind. Right. 16, 17, 18. Hi, Chris. Hi, Christine. Hi, Lydia. Is it miserable there? Yeah, it's not very clever here, actually. I stayed in bed. Didn't bother getting out of bed. It was so cold. I thought, I'm not getting out of bed. Not getting out. Am I the heck? Oh, dear. I don't know why I've got to crochet in the front loops only, because it's not making a ha'porth of difference. I can understand if I was crocheting in the back loops, but I'm crocheting in the front loops, which doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. Right. Chain 3. Do 2 and then 2 in the next stitch. Right. I've started the hoodie bit because trying to do the all the different colours was getting on my nerves a bit, and to join things in. Hi, Amanda, of my cardigan. So I decided I would start the hood. But the hood's like you crocheting into the front loops, and I don't understand why, because it's not making any difference to the way it looks. So why am I crocheting in the front loops? Crocheting in the back loops, I do understand. Crocheting in the front loops, no, I don't. Right. Oh, this is just stupid. I wish these new patterns would just tell me. Hi, Val. Tell me how to increase properly instead of all this waffling about. Do 2, then do it in the 2, then do 4. Right. Yeah, this was some. I can't remember what yarn this was. It's got ribbon in it and everything. It's discontinued long ago because I bought it discontinued. So I think it was Jaeger. I'm not too sure. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Nathan. I've just been watching a very old May Gray of all things with Rupert. I nearly said Rupert Murdoch. No, Rupert somebody or other. Yeah. Oh, God. 2 in the next stitch and then do 3. It is not an easy pattern, this. I'm just getting so fed up with it. Why doesn't it not tell me to increase at either end? Why is it increasing in the middle when it's not following any pattern? My double crochet is your single crochet. I think so. This is supposed to be double crochet, so it's my treble. Don't understand. 3, then turn. I was supposed to have 14. Oh, God almighty. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I've got 15. I don't care. It's only a hood. What does it matter if I've got one extra? I've got to the stage where I don't care. Yeah, I made it's a cardigan. It's very, very, very old pattern I made when I was at school. But I like the pattern. And the wool was long, long discontinued. I got it off, eBay in a sale somewhere. I think I've got the same wool in green, actually. It's not raining, but it's not warm. And they've threatened us with snow. But no snow here yet, but they've threatened us. Oh, that coffee is hot, 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 getting hot, hot, hot. Rows 17 and 18, just plain. I can do that bit. You would think you would be increasing on either end, wouldn't you? Because it's like a long dragon's tail thing. But no, you have to increase in the middle for some strange reason. Do I watch the new Gladiators? No, I never watched the old Gladiators, so I'm certainly not watching the new one. Nathan, you know me better. You know I don't watch stuff like that. I'd rather watch a very old vintage pattern of Maigret, vintage programme of Maigret. That was more interesting than watching some idiots looping about. My son used to watch the old Gladiators, I think, but I never did. I never did. You know me and reality TV and stuff like that, competitions, no. You know I don't watch stuff like that. Don't watch things like Love Island and all that. I nearly said a rude word then. I saw some blurb that it was coming on, but no. Not my thing, Nathan. Not my thing. As I say, it never was in the first place. All they did was leap about from thing to thing and break their necks and have accidents. I was just reading about the old ones that have all broke their backs and done all sorts of things. I bet they sue the pants off ITV now if anything happens to them these days. They probably got nothing when it happened to them, before. They probably didn't have it in their clauses. That's why I think it'll probably be a lot tamer now than it was in the past, because so many people injured themselves the last time that they wouldn't dare let them do half the things that they did in the first place. Yeah. Still, so what are you all crocheting, knitting, tatting, embroidering? What are you all doing? As I say, I'm crocheting this hood thing. Nostalgia from the 90s. Oh, gosh. You see, for your age group, it's all kind of new, isn't it? Because you don't remember it from the first time round. But like for us, it's all like, oh, here we go again, find something new. My age group seen it all, done it all, and worn the T-shirt, yeah. You're knitting a pair of Fagin mittens. Oh, you mean fingerless mittens? When I was young, we used to call the greengrocer up the road Fagin because he wore fingerless mittens when it wasn't fashionable, yeah. And he was like, he was just like Fagin when you went to buy any veggies off him. We used to call him Fagin. Yeah, Fagin from Oliver. If you have to pick a bucket or two. Yeah, we used to call our greengrocer Fagin because of that. I'm not suggesting he was of Jewish origins, but he definitely wore the Fagin mittens, yeah. That's long before fingerless mittens were a thing, yeah. Crocheting in the front loop is not a thing I've done? I've crocheted in the back loop and it's made a difference, but crocheting in the front loop does not make any difference whatsoever. It's not even looking different. I might as well have just crocheted through both loops. A vagrant vibe. Yeah, before they became fashionable, it was like vagrants used to wear fingerless mittens, didn't they? Oh, I don't subscribe to Temu anymore. I did get some stuff from them, but no more. I won't buy anything from them anymore. I mean, what I bought from them was a load of tat anyway, and I could have bought it other places. So I'm afraid I'm not a convert. Yeah, you got me singing that. You got to pick a pocket or two. Got to pick a pocket or two. In case you're wondering, I'm not wearing beige. It's pale pink. I wouldn't rush, Connie, if I were you, love. I wouldn't rush. I've got a few things from Temu, but they've all been a load of tat. Half of them are finished up in the bin. Other people seem to say, oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this is marvellous. I've got such a bargain. I must have picked all the wrong stuff. Hi, Jane. Because mine either broke or it was a load of whatnot, yeah. All right, here we go again. Oh, they do look good from Temu. When they arrive, what looks like that on Temu, when it arrives, it's about 2 inches square, you know. Oh, dear. They must have magnifying photographs is all I can say. I ordered a little bag thing. It was supposed to be like, you know, to put your things in on your desk. And when it arrived, it wouldn't have held a ball of wool. It was that little. It was that tiny. It would have just about held mascara or something. It was so small. Yeah, you're right, Nathan. Everything's made for the borrowers. They must be very small in China. That's all I can say. Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm getting quite hot, actually, with this on. It's quite a hot cardigan. Right. Do 3, then do 2 in the next stitch. Oh, I do not like this pattern already. Already I don't like it. And I paid £8 for it, so I need to use it. And I'm already not liking it. And I haven't even got as far as the crocodile stitch yet. I can see this not being a very good pattern to follow. I can see it being a rotten pattern to follow. I don't know why I have to increase in the middle of the row, and instead of doing it at the ends, I don't know why, because it's only going to be that shape. So why do you have to increase in the middle? Well, it's not even in the middle. Right, 2 in the next one and then do 4. Right. Oh. Hey, Jude, don't let me down. It's a hood thing, yeah. And already, I've only started at the bottom and already it's driving me potty. You know me. I'm just an old-fashioned girl with an old-fashioned mind. Not sophisticated, just the plain and simple kind. I do not like these new patterns that tell me everything but what they're supposed to. Oh, I saw another video with a girl holding a microphone like that. She's talking like that into this. I thought, what? Take it away from your mouth. We can all... And she put it down and I could still hear her. So I don't know why she had it all up to her mouth again. Hi, Lucy. No, it's a hoodie thingy majiggle. It's a... Oh, gosh, where's the picture? It's that, but it's got, you start at the point, at the bottom point. My daughter-in-law wants this one, which has got a bib bit underneath it. So I had to buy 2 patterns to get the bibby bit, yeah. So we shall see what we shall see. I don't know how you put the 2 things together. I don't know. No doubt I will be screaming at it before long because modern patterns get on my nerves. They really do. I was watching a video where this woman was saying about this row that's going on between 2 crocheters, one saying that she's copied their pattern and all that. And I'm like, God, honestly, both of them look as though they've copied a pattern from the 60s. So neither one of them really can say they actually designed it if truth be coming out. I thought, I have seen that pattern many, many, many years ago. And you're both arguing over who designed it, and she's copying me, and I thought, for God's sake, you're both copying when all's said and done. This spider vest thing, I made one in the blooming 60s. But I thought, I'm not chiming in the argument. I'm not chiming in, saying you're both wrong. Neither one of you designed it. You've both of you copied it from a pattern from the 60s. But I am just not getting into it. Not getting into the argument. Let them both fight it out amongst themselves. Oh, I'm getting hot. I'm going to have to undo my cardigan. Undo my cardigan. It's like arguing it which came first, like the chicken or the egg, isn't it? Yeah. But this sweater, this crocheted vest thing they're both arguing over is as old as the hills. It's nothing new about it at all, and I don't know why they're both saying they designed it, because neither one of them did. Oh. But as I say, let them slug it out. And it's getting quite nasty. They're getting quite bitchy with each other. And I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, stop it. Yeah, exactly, Christine. Yeah, there's no... As my mum used to say, it's old times with vinegar. When I used to say, have you seen this pattern, Mum? It's new. And she used to say, no, it's not new. I used to wear one of them back in the 20s, you know. And there they are arguing over this pattern that neither one of them's designed. They might think they have. But, as I say, I'm not entering into that argument. I don't make patterns, so I just argue with pattern makers saying this is a load of don't bother buying it because it's a load of whatnot, yeah. Every new pattern I've bought and paid like £8 for, I've had to reconfigure, redesign, sort it all out. And I feel like saying to people who've made this design, how did you do it? How did you do it? Because I couldn't. And I've been crocheting for more years than I care to mention. Well, that's great. I've just done all of that. And it says here, it's showing the illustration as in the back loop. And yet the instructions say go in the front loop. That's brilliant. So in other words, that was wrong. I should have been going in the back loop all the time, but I'm not pulling it undone. So tough bunnies. It'll have to stay. Oh God, here we go. There's more rows where I'm double crochet. It definitely says double crochet front. And yet it's telling me to do it in the back loop. Oh. Oh, here we go again. 22, doing the next 2 times 5 and then turn. And I've got to have 21 stitches now. I don't like this pattern. Already. Don't like it already. If I hadn't said I was going to do it for me daughter-in-law, I wouldn't be doing it. If it was for me, it would have gone in the bin. And I would have been doing it my way. I did it my way. Now you know why I prefer old patterns. Because they don't tell you all this bunk. This has got something different on every single flipping row. And I don't care if the sun don't shine. Why didn't I start doing something else? Why did I decide to start this? Because I'm a fool to myself. And I thought, well, I'd better start doing it because she might be going to a concert or something before long. Stressful, they are. These modern patterns, Nathan, are stressful. They stress me up to I don't know what. They do, they stress me. Because they don't make it easy. I mean, it's telling me to do it in the front loop and it's showing me a picture of it done in the back loop. So already I've gone wrong, haven't I, according to the pattern? She better look awesome in it, Christine, because I ain't pulling it undone. And if anybody wants one, they will have to pay me mega bucks to do one. Because I ain't going to do it like this. I'll do it my own way next time. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. Yeah, exactly. They even have an illustration on how to break the egg, don't we? Yeah. And this is how you break an egg. Yeah. We all know how to break an egg. We're not daft. Right. Rows 23 and 24. Do it plain. Oh, I'm getting hot. It's getting me hot and bothered, this pattern. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Thank you. I need to answer I've got some lovely comments on my YouTube. And Lazy Itis here hasn't answered any of them. I keep meaning to. And do you know what time I got up today? 1 o'clock. It was cold and it was quiet. And I thought, I'm not getting out of bed. It must be about 11 o'clock. So when I eventually decided, will I do a corner to corner? No, Jane. Corner to corner is banned from my repertoire. I did one once. And I ain't doing any more. I don't know how people do millions of them because they're horrible. Oh, dear. No, I thought it was about 11 o'clock. And then when I got up, it was about 10 past 1. And I thought, oh, it's very quiet. They'd all gone out. That's why it was quiet. There was no doggies barking. There was nobody waking me up. And when it's cold, I think, I'm not getting out of this bed. It's nice and warm. Have I got anything to get up for? I actually did. I should have gone to the post office because it closes at lunchtime. But seeing as when I woke up, it was already shut, I thought there's not much point, is there, to do that? And I'm going up past the post office on Monday, so it will have to be Monday. I'm not surprised you're going mad with corner to corner. Anybody else like doing that? I hate the flipping thing. These people who do patterns with it, do pictures on the corner to corner, don't they? They do Pokemon and stuff. I can't even do it plain without introducing any other flipping colours. Well, I can do it, but I find it boring. Of course, you know my sentiments about making blankets anyway. You know, if you want me to go into the funny farm, just lock me in a room and say, right, you've got to make blankets, Janet. And I'd be going, I'd be up the wall, up the ceiling, and down the other side. Because that's what I feel about making a blanket. Oh, dear. I'll make a cot blanket, a baby blanket. Make one of them, but not. And they say I'm making a queen size one. Victoria pattern. I've got a book on Victorian patterns, crochet patterns. Oh, Lord. Manny, at least I've got the advantage. My book on Victorian patterns does tell me it in English, which riles up. There's one lady who does all these patterns in America, and it riles her up no end because she only knows American. Whereas for me, I'm like, yeah, a treble is a treble is a treble. I'm like, yes, please give me treble patterns. That's why I like the old patterns I've got, because they tell me my language. It's like you speaking French and having to crochet a pattern in Italian, really, to me. I had to look at this to see whether or not it was supposed to be American pattern or whether it was an English pattern, and it's American, of course. So I'm having to struggle. And then it's telling me to do front loops and I should be doing back loops. But apart from that, it's fine. It doesn't make any difference. If I was doing back loops, it would be ridges and it would be much nicer. But I started doing front loops, so I can't suddenly start doing back loops halfway up the pattern. I talk to the trees. You have to rewrite it in American. Well, I'm the opposite. I have to start thinking. I have to think in English. I was taught in English when I was like 13. So all of a sudden, when I get to about 60, I start buying patterns in American. So it's hard for me to unlearn things I've been doing for about the last 50 odd years, yeah. I mean, the younger ones have learned to crochet in American terms, but not me. I learned to crochet in English terms, yeah. So to me, a treble is a treble is a treble, you know what I mean? Right, I need to get me, oh, Lord. I hate it when they're all little rows like that. I'll have to put little pencil ticks next to what I've done and what I haven't done. Right. 2, 2, 3, then 26 stitches there. I'm not enjoying this. Can I start something else? Can I do something else? I'm not enjoying it. You can tell, can't you? I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying it at all. This is why I don't write patterns, because I cannot write American. I can't, so I'd immediately upset most people because I would write everything in English. And everybody be going, I can't do it. I don't know what, I don't understand. Can you tell me in American, and can you tell me how many stitches at the end of every row? This is what this is doing. It's bloody annoying me. Every time I do an increase, it tells me how many stitches at the end of the row. And I'm like, stop telling me that. I'm not a baby. Oh, just fake it. Just do some fudging up the sides. That's what I'd do. I wouldn't mind this has got a lining, so I'm going to have to do another piece, I think. Tell you, the second piece would not be like this first piece by all things possessed. Oh, shush, phone. Shut up. It's been twittering at me all night, this phone. And not one of anything has made any sense. There's been no messages from me. It's been a load of trite rubbish. I must have my parameters set wrong. What have I got here? No, it's not even telling me what I've got. MJ's Off the Hook Designs Winter Wonder Cable Stitch Hat Crochet Pattern. Another one. Rixie Lambi, whatever. Knitting and Crochet live stream. Oh dear. Oh, I've got absolutely thing after thing after thing after thing. Honestly, none of them is anything I'm interested in. Why have I got all that? Oh, Christmas gift. She wanted Connie to Connie. Well, tell her to do it herself next time. Yeah, if you want corner to corner, do it yourself. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. You don't usually hear me saying that, do you? I'm getting hot. Oh, and I can't get my sleeve out of the cardigan. Oh, is this... Oh, do you like my necklace? Painted enamel. Pretty, isn't it? It's got earrings to match, but I couldn't be bothered. Ooh-wee. Oh, gosh. Right, anybody want to do this hat? Because I don't want to do this hat. Why did I say I would do this hat? Because I didn't think it was going to be a stupid American pattern. That's why I didn't. Oh, I can't do that mattress. Well, I can do mattress stitch. I just don't. Because I'm lazy. I crochet everything together, me. Hi, Sim. Can't be bothered sewing things together. I'm lazy, I know. Oh, gosh. No, I crochet my crochet things together. Well, mostly I do. How long is it going to be? Whew. How long is this going to be? Right, do 2 rows. It tells me 26 stitches after the end of this increase row. It tells me to do 2 plain rows, and it also tells me 26 stitches at the end of 2 plain rows. As if, you know, you were going to increase on plain rows, you know. Ooh, I'm getting madder and madder here. I'm getting mad. Because it's telling me the blooming obvious. Telling me the obvious. And I don't like being totally obvious. Because I'm not thick. Oh dear, I need to itch my back. Sorry, people, but I've got scratchy back. I've got that thing on my back, that, what's it called? Keratosis or something or other. I had it zapped with those, you know, that cold stuff that they'd zap warts with, but it didn't work. Cost me £75 and it didn't work, yeah. It's an itchy patch. I've had it for about 30 years. I got it through sunbathing in Tenerife. And the doctors just look at it and say, oh, it's cosmetic. We don't deal with anything cosmetic anymore. They don't deal with anything that's not cosmetic over here at the moment. I've still not heard back about my hand yet. Probably be about next year before I hear about that. Because the doctors are on strike, or the junior doctors are on strike. So, yeah, the necklaces are nice. The earrings are nice. They're like the little leaf design, like this. Whoops, like that leaf design. I couldn't be bothered taking the other earrings out. I'm a poor one. Oh dear. So are you all watching Called the Midwife and Vera? That's what I'm watching at the moment. Well, I will be tomorrow. Call the Midwife and then Vera. They're on at the same time, but I've got a +1, so I should be watching it on +1. Why do they have to put them on at the same time? Ratings war. I mean, they're just doing themselves out, aren't they? They're not going to get the ratings if they're against each other, aren't they? They're only going to get 50%. Or is it like a little war? Oh, we got 3 more viewers than Vera did, you know. I don't understand. They don't think about us that's watching it at all, do they? La 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 la. Well, what have I been doing? Not a lot. Not a lot. You saw me showing the sheep, didn't you? Rosie's took a fancy to it. Unfortunately, I'll have to hide it. My friend did me a little Shaun the Sheep. Isn't it cute? She knitted me a Shaun the Sheep many, many years ago. And one of the kids that came to the house must have took a fancy to it because I don't have it anymore. So I lost most of my toys. Well, we used to call them toys back in the day. We didn't call them amigurumis. I don't know where that bit come from. Japan, I think. But most of my knitted and crochet toys used to vanish with the children that came to visit. They'd start crying and want to take it home, and the mum saying, "No, it belongs to Janet, leave it, leave it." So you finish up giving it them, don't you? Just to shut them up. I lost my lovely Paddington that way. He was lovely and all. He was a very expensive bear. He had his duffel coat on and his hat and his yellow Wellingtons and everything. And I've lost him. Somebody took him. I can't remember who. That was one I really didn't want to part with. Really didn't want to part with my Paddington. But I've only got 2 teddies left. All the other teddies got thrown down the tip. Oh, my lovely son threw everything away. I have my memories are all in my head. My memories are not tangible memories. If he'd have got to my photographs, he'd have thrown them, but he didn't, thankfully. No sentiment at all. He's got no sentiment. Yeah, I've got my family tree thing back from my niece. She sent it back to me. So I had to copy it and send it. I'm sending it to my cousin in Scotland, who it turns out lives just round the corner from Sue. So if ever I get to see Sue, I can go and see my cousin at the same time that I've not seen for many, many years. Well, many, 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 many years. We probably wouldn't even recognise each other now. How long is this tail going to be? I'm only on row. It goes to row 40 and I'm on row 23. So it's going to be an awfully long tail. Is this hat? Awfully long tail. Gosh, I must be warm. I'm leaking down the side. Leaking? Oh, yeah, I did see that. She did a beanie, didn't she, for a little baby? She crocheted it while she was on the plane and gave it the baby. Well, I did notice the mum had to put it on back to front, didn't she, with the San Andreas fault right in the middle of the baby's forehead, you know. I'm like, turn it round. I don't know why they throw things. No thought about our memories at all. They don't think we should have tangible memories. Right, 2 into the thing and then 4, 5 times. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was a cute little hat, but the mum put it on the baby with the San Andreas fault. So I said, I'm freaking front. You know, where you start the round and you don't quite get it right. That should have been round the back. She put it on round the front. I'm like, turn it round, turn it round. It's the wrong way round. Turn it round. That was, to me, amazing. My eyes go straight to a fault. Yeah. I'm just built that way. And I remember thinking, why has she got it on? It's like one of the royal babies. I forget which one. They brought it out of hospital and the bonnet was on upside down. Its bonnet. And I'm like, it's a royal baby. You've got the bonnet on upside down. The bit that should have been round the back was around the front. And the ties were here. And I'm thinking, a royal baby. I thought, you've got the bonnet on upside down. Forget which baby it was. But that was the first thing I noticed when this baby's coming out of hospital. I thought, the bonnet's upside down. And of course, everybody's going, oh, what bonnet pattern was that? And I'm like, well, whatever it was upside down. Yeah, you noticed the seam, did you? That the seam was at the front. Oh, dear. Why do we always do that? We do, don't we? You notice when things are backwards, don't you? Back to front. Upside down stuff. Hmm. When people used to try my hats on at craft fairs, when they did actually want to buy a couple, they always put them all back to front. Yeah, I do critique. I do. You're right there. I'm very critical. My mother said I should have been in quality control. Yeah, well, they probably got given it the right way up, didn't they? They probably don't do anything like nappies and dressing it and stuff like that. I should imagine one of the nurses probably dressed the baby, put his bonnet on upside down. Because they wouldn't, I'm sure they wouldn't have dressed it. They'd be too busy having their hair and makeup done, wouldn't they? So they could be photographed on the steps of the hospital. I crawled out of hospital with my baby. I certainly didn't look glamorous when I'd had my son. I crawled out looking like something the cat had dragged in. I didn't have hair and makeup. I think we all did, most of us. I don't think we all bounced out of hospital looking glamorous. Mind you, if we had 21 degrees here, we'd think it was a blinking heat wave. What we got here? We've got 3 degrees here, 3 degrees C. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I can't guess. But that's what it is. They keep threatening us with snow. They keep saying we're having snow. We very rarely get snow here because we're too close to the sea. And I believe it's the salt in the air that keeps the snow away. It's 37. Oh, that's practically tropical, that, isn't it? 37. Oh, dear. I must get some teeth white. I've got yellow teeth. I think it's the medication I take because I brush my teeth and do them with that whitening toothpaste. Well, my teeth are going yellower and yellower. I think it's medication. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31. Yeah. Hiya. Hiya, Jill. How you doing? Yes, come on, people. I've got 43 people in and I've only got 25 thumbs up, so somebody's not playing by the rules, are they? Yeah, I didn't exactly feel wonderful after I'd had my son. I had a blood transfusion and the lot. I was feeling like, yeah, something that the cat had dragged in. I certainly didn't have hair and makeup and stand on the steps 2 days later. But then again, they don't have to stay up all night with their babies, do they? They have nannies and stuff. I'm doing a hat, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. It looks like I don't know what. I wouldn't mind. I think I've got to make another one of these tails. I think I've got to make a lining. Which should be funny. Like not. I wonder if we'll see Shad today. Or Kaz today. I think Kaz has finally got over a COVID. She has posted 1 or 2 things on Facebook, but not a lot really. I should have got a lot done today. I haven't got anything done today. I've got a few rows done on my cardigan. No, I haven't seen Shad for, this will be his 3rd week. He's not been on for, has he not been on any other? I mean, the last time he disappeared, he had pneumonia, didn't he? He'd been in hospital with pneumonia the last time he disappeared. Has nobody else seen him on any other lives? Because he does sometimes go on other people's, doesn't he? No, I didn't do it. I don't think I didn't even have a computer back in the day then. No, I did my crawling out of bed with my eyes on my knees. It would have been video if I'd have done one when I'd had my son. Because he didn't sleep. He was a little monkey's uncle. He was one of those who woke every 2 hours. Yeah. If you got 2 hours sleep, you thought it was a good night. You know what I mean? Hello, Katie. I used to hate these women at the clinic that used to say, "Oh, my baby goes down, sleeps all night." Ugh. I used to hate them. I used to be glaring daggers at them. Makes you feel like you're a really bad mother, doesn't it, when you can't get it right? My friend had 5 babies and she never had a bat of trouble with any one of them. She used to put them to bed and they used to sleep and I used to think, I hate her. Didn't really, but I used to think that I did. I used to think I was such a terrible mother. I'm doing it all wrong. What am I doing wrong? Why does my baby not sleep? I wouldn't mind if he'd slept during the day. He didn't sleep during the day and he didn't sleep during the night. Oh, you've got wind chills as well. I don't know what it's been like today. I haven't even stuck my nose out the door. I haven't even been to the bin. I need to go to the dustbin, but I've not even been out there. I've just been hibernating. In my bed, I was hibernating. When I go to bed at night, I think I'll get up in the morning and I'll do A, B, C, and D. And I get up in the morning and I don't even do A because I'm sleeping. Oh dear. And I wish I could say it was beauty sleep, but it doesn't seem to work that way with me. I still wake up looking as wrinkled as I did when I went to bed, so it doesn't make any difference. I think I could sleep the clock round and I still wouldn't have a beauty sleep, yeah. Why do they call it that? Your beauty sleep. I've never known anybody go to sleep wake up more beautiful. You slathered in lotion, I don't mind, don't slip out of bed then, Jill. I don't like that feeling. I don't know why. You felt like I look like I look like a prune. Don't know about a raisin, but I look like a prune. Mm, I think it's the sea air. Oh, I don't use Slippy night cream. I use aloe vera because I got told it makes a good seal for your mask. So I don't know whether it's true or not for the masks. They do sell mask sealant cream, which is about 5 times the price of a tube of aloe vera. And somebody else had said, don't bother buying this cream, just buy some aloe vera. So that's what I do. I put aloe vera on. And I don't know whether it makes a good seal or not. I haven't really proved one way or the other. But yeah. Yeah, they sell it at a special whatever tube or something. And it's about £20 for a tube, whereas you can get a tube of aloe vera for about £5. So guess which one I chose to get? Aloe vera. Since I bought that new mask, Val, mine's been okay, but I did have to pay £119 for a new mask. But mine was blowing and leaking and waking me up, and they couldn't give me the right one at Blackpool Vic, couldn't give me the right one because they don't have a franchise with the company. Because I have ResMed, and the only one I can use is a ResMed mask, so I had to buy my own, £119, which is a bit ridiculous, isn't it, when you pay? But having said that, it was either that or get no sleep, because the other one was ripped and I had it all gummed up together, yeah. Oh, wish you joy. It's the most crappiest blinking, what do you call it, sleep apnea. It's in a little portioned off part of a room with a little. I mean, when I used to go to Manchester, it was a whole area with rooms, different rooms down a corridor. And it had all these machines and stuff like that, stuff to monitor your breathe. And you used to go into like a big cubicle and they used to link you up and everything. They have nothing like that at Blackpool Vic. All they've got is a little partitioned off room with half a dozen masks is all they seem to have. In Manchester, honestly, they had cupboards full of masks. Any mask you needed to try, you could try at Manchester. And she's like, oh, well, they've got a bigger budget than what we've got. Yeah, they haven't got any budget by the look of it at Blackpool Vic. You have to buy your own stuff. All they wanted to give me was one that fits under my nose and goes over my mouth. And of course, it just moves. It just won't stay. I have to have one that goes over, and they don't have any that go over. She said, oh, we've only got 3 different kinds, and you've had them all now. I said, well, don't bother giving me one of them because I can't use it. Anyway, she insisted on giving it me. Anyway, fortunately, it was the one my son used. So I gave it him to use instead. No, it's a beggar, isn't it, when you have to buy your own. No, I don't have to go for 12 more months to Blackpool Vic. I've got to go about my eyes at the end of the month. I don't know whether it's since I had the laser treatment. I don't know. But I've got to go at the end of the month for my eyes. They don't tell you what for. They just say you're going to the ophthalmic department. I presume it's for the laser treatment I had the other week. Well, the other month. I'm still waiting to hear about my hand. My dead hand. Which keeps me awake in the middle of the night because it goes dead. And I'm like, hanging it out of bed. But I don't know when. I mean, everybody's on strike, and I don't know whether... I'm going to a private clinic to have it done, but it is being paid for by the NHS, so I don't know whether the strikes will affect them or not. My specialist, I don't know whether he will be affected. I don't know. Oh, this is just stupid, this. I hate this pattern already. I haven't sent it to you, have I, Val? I wish you joy if I send it to you. Oh, it's driving me nuts. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know why it's telling me to go in the front loops. It's not making a heap of the difference. So I should be going in the back loops. It would make more sense. Because that's what the pattern, the picture's showing me. This picture, this hood I'm doing, this silly, silly hood I'm doing. It's bonkers. It says I've got to go into the front loops, and yet the picture, when I come to look at the picture tells me I should be going in the back loops. But it definitely says the front loops. So it's driving me mad. You pay £8 for a pattern and then it drives you bonkers. Oh, another one. Why are these modern patterns so bad? And they charge you a fortune for them. You know, if you get a free pattern, you expect it to be sort of a bit half done, half cocked, half finished. But when you're paying, I mean, since when did all these patterns on Etsy go up to like 10 quid? Well, it's a combination of two patterns, actually. So she says. The woman who did this said it's a combination of two patterns. That bit there and there across her mouth is a different pattern than the hood. So you have to buy this pattern, which is just the hood. And then you have to buy another pattern, which is the matrix, which is the bit that goes across here and goes across the chest. But then it doesn't show how she links the two together. I mean, she's telling me to do front loops, and then the picture there says go in the back loop. So I don't know whether I'm supposed to be going in the front loop or the back loop. Well, it tells me to go in the front loop. So I'm going in the front loop, and I think I should be going in the back loop. No, God. As you say. Yeah, so I've got to make the other bit of it and then fit the two together when they don't tell me how. Think of how beautiful it is. Yeah, And if she says, oh, my friend likes it, and will you make her one? I'll be like, ah, no, I won't make your friend one. Not unless she pays me a lot of money. When I said to my son, yeah, it'll be fine, I'll do it, I didn't realise just how irritating it is. It just looks the same both sides, Val. To me, it would have been better if it had been in the back loops, because it would have looked more ridgy, wouldn't it, if it had been in the back loops? But this doesn't look as though it's any different. And I've got to do 47 rows, so it's going to be a long, long tail. I mean, I've only done not even half of them yet. It's going to be an awfully long hat, isn't it? And it's got a lining as well. So I'm sure it's not like that narrow, the tail. I'm sure it's not. Oh, I don't know. I know nothing anymore. I never do anything in the first place, but I definitely know nothing now. Oh, excuse me. Do you know if we're meeting on Wednesday, Val, or are we not meeting till Thursday? I've lost me. Oh, it's here. I've lost my drink. It's nice yarn. I don't know whether they still make it, actually. I had it in the shed. It's James C. Brett Tuscany, chunky. I don't know whether it's an old one or a new one. Or... Oh, we're not meeting till Thursday. Oh, bum neck. Bummer. I hope I can get a lift on Thursday. I hope I get somebody to take me on Thursday. I'm hoping Sonia or Lindsay will take pity on me and pick me up. Otherwise, it'll be a taxi for me. Oh, that's so thirsty. That usually means my blood sugars are up the wall, doesn't it? Not surprising, because I have opened up a box of Make the Day with Cadbury's milk tray. I bought it at Christmas and I've just opened it now. Why does everything have to be salted caramel? Why does it have to be salted? Why can it not be caramel? Oh, you live further away, Val. I'll see if Sonia can pick me up. I mean, Lindsay only lives round the corner, but Lindsay doesn't drive, does she? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a hard caramel. I do not like crocheting in the front loops. I'll crochet in the back loops and I'll crochet through both loops, but I don't like crocheting through the front loops. And I don't want to stop now halfway through, because it'll look silly if I suddenly start doing it through the back loops, won't it? I can hear little fairy feet coming down the stairs. That usually means somebody will come busting through the door at any moment. Did you see my little Shaun the Sheep, Val, that my friend made me? cute. I have to move it because Rosie took a fancy to it. Why has he got his head on one side? Mm-hmm. I need to move it before Rosie fancies it and takes it all around the garden, rips its little legs off. Oh, I'm getting fed up with this sat. How many rows have I got to do? I'm only on row 32 and I've got to do 47 of them. Oh dear. Oh, I'm looking forward to something different. Although if it's a piece of cake, I might take it home. The cake in there is too much for me. Too big. Where we go, the piece of cake is enormous. Absolutely enormous. It's enough for about 3 people. So we're going for cake and a coffee. So I'll probably drink the coffee and bring the cake home. Or I'll have an ice cream instead. Are you going to nip in and see Alice, Val? If I had a car, I would have gone and seen her, but I don't. So there's too much of a waffle for me to get up to Blackpool with. Mm-hmm. I hope she's found somebody to talk to. Yeah. You know, Alice likes a bit of a conversation, doesn't she? For anybody who doesn't know, it's our 90, almost 91-year-old who fell and broke a hip just before Christmas. So she's still in hospital. That's one thing that always worries me when I fall a lot. You know, I always worry I'm going to break something. I mean, as you get older, your bones are not quite as flexible as they used to be. Oh, it was her birthday on Wednesday and she was in hospital. Oh, bless. Poor soul. Fancy spending Christmas and your birthday in hospital. Bit of a bummer, innit? Tell you what, she's got all the marbles. I wish I had all my marbles when I was her age. 91. She's as sharp as a tack. I mean, she's very frail, obviously, but that's why she broke her hip, isn't it? Because she's only frail. But having said that, you know, she's mentally, she's all there. She's all there with her gumdrops, as my mum would say. Why all there with your gumdrops, I don't know. My mother was full of very strange sayings, my mum. You know, when you say, I thought that, and she said, well, you know what thought did? Followed a muck cart and thought it was a wedding. And I'm like, what? Where did that come from? She had the strangest sayings, my mother. Strangest ones. Oh, dee 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 dee. Why am I singing Dashing Through the Snow? Have I had a premonition that we're going to have snow? I do hope not. I hope it's not going to snow because we're finally having our Christmas sort of meet up for the knit club. Hi, Shad, were your ears burning? We were just saying we hadn't seen you for 2 weeks. It's enamelled, my necklace, and it actually has earrings to match, but I couldn't be bothered putting them in. We were just saying where had you been? Jill was just saying she hadn't seen you. And here you are, you popped up. Your ears must have been burning. Oh, I've not heard that one, Val. Thought I put a feather in the earth and thought it would grow a chicken. No, my mum was always followed a muck cart and thought it was a wedding. She was full of strange sayings, my mother. I think it's because she was brought up on a farm, a bit insular, they didn't mix with a lot of people. Well, we're glad to see you, Shad. We thought you'd gone poorly again because we hadn't seen you for a couple of weeks. We were hoping you hadn't got the new mumbies again. That's what my dad used to call it. Instead of pneumonia, the new mumbies. Dee, 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 dee. It's going more in a stripe pattern now. Probably because I'm getting more stitches, isn't it? It's going more stripy. I still can't get used to you calling it Blossom. I'm like, who's Blossom? So you do get missed when you're not here. My little toe is sore. I don't know why. I've not banged it or anything. I just don't know why it's sore. Perhaps I've got gout. You are a blossom, are you, Jill? Yeah, Kaz is not on again, is she? She's been on Facebook, so I know she's still around. But she just hasn't been on here. I'm trying to be more positive, yeah. I've inspired my friend, actually. She's just done another video showing some of her artwork and different things. I'm inspiring her to be more positive. It's our new approach to New Year, to try and think positive. Stop being such a downer. I mean, it's hard because, like, she hasn't sold anything. You've been more makeup on. Yeah, I've been putting makeup on every day this week. In fact, my son says, "Where are you going?" Yeah. You're still working on your tiny house? I thought you'd moved in, Shad. Or is it still a work in progress? You're working on it while you're in it, are you? I watch a lot of these tiny houses. I don't know why, because my she shed's bigger than a tiny house and I can't manage in there. Mm. I want Jill's she shed. I want hers. She's a lot more organised than I am. And she's got light, which I don't have in mine. I can't go in mine because the heat. I have to turn the heating on and it takes forever to warm up. And also there's hardly any lighting. So it's like, the gathering gloom unless it's daylight. So I can't do anything really. The times when I've got things to do, it's like it goes dark at 3 o'clock here. So I can't go in then. I'd have to go in the morning. You did a huge purge. I need to do one. I need to have a big sale and get rid of all the garments that I have made up. Just sell them like for the price of the wool and not for, the price of me doing them. I'm sick of seeing them. I've got so many garments and shawls and things in there that need to go. And I'm not in the position of being able to donate them all. I'm just not in that financial position. I've got such a lot of expenses coming up this new year that I need some cash for. And I need to, sort out. I need to clean the knitting machine, which I can't get in because I can't see. I need to be able to see to clean the knitting machine, if you know what I mean. Then I can start using it. Well, maybe I could. Yeah, I know I need to do that. I'm lazy, Val. I am so lazy. I keep saying, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it next week. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. And I don't. Oh, God, now I've thrown my crochet hook away. I just need a rocket up my backside, to be quite honest. I'm just really terrible. I'm worse now than I've ever been in the past. When I used to think I would do something in the past, I used to actually do it. But now I'll just keep thinking about it. And it never gets done. Oh, that was hard. I can't pick anything up with my left hand. So that was hard. I don't know whether it's because I don't know whether I really want to go to Spain. Whether that's... Yeah, I probably wouldn't even get 85 for two. The trouble is, you see, a lot of my sales used to be in America. And of course, the price of the postage puts everybody off. The price of postage to America. It's like £30 if you posted a scarf. That's where all my sales used to be. Most of my sales weren't in the UK. That's the trouble. Oh dear. No, nobody gets any notifications when I'm on, and I don't get notifications when anybody's on, Shad. I don't know what's going on with YouTube recently. They don't seem to do it at all. 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Why have I got 43 when I'm supposed to have? I never even got $45 for one shawl. I never even got £25 for one shawl. Nobody wants to buy my stuff. I don't know whether it's because it's rubbish or what. I'm just getting to the stage where, is it me? Is it just my stuff? Do they not want my stuff? It's very disheartening when nobody wants to buy anything. I've got 43 and I'm supposed to have 41. Yeah, YouTube don't tell me about anybody. If I am on YouTube, it tells me that somebody else is going live. But if I'm not on YouTube, if I'm not watching somebody's YouTube video, I don't mean me personally on YouTube. If I'm not watching a YouTube video, it doesn't tell me. But if I'm watching a YouTube video, it says such a body has just gone live. But it doesn't tell me if I'm not. I used to get email notifications and stuff like that. I never get them anymore. Never know when anybody's gone live. And I don't like watching lives when they're no longer live. Watching them when they're past, it's not the same, is it? Because you can't join in, can you? You can't make a comment because you're out of date because it's all finished and gone and dusted and they've all gone home. That's when I get to see lives, is when they're all over. Such a body was live, yeah. Was that £26 for the yarn or £26 for the postage? You're lucky if you got it. Anything I want to post to the US is shipping. Yeah, exactly. Anything I want to post to the US is £30 shipping. That's on top of what it was. But that's why I stopped using eBay. Well, let's say, is because they wanted to charge the price of everything. Say it was £30 for the garment and £30 for shipping. Etsy wanted to charge their commission on £60, which I thought was a bit much because that was my profit gone to them, if you know what I'm saying. So I thought, no, I've had enough of this. So that's why I've got nothing for sale anywhere at the minute. Shipping is outrageous. I don't know where they get the prices from. It just seems to have rocketed. I mean, it's about 4 or 5 years, really, since I last had my Etsy shop. And I swear that it was only about £16 to ship things to America back then. And yet it's 30 now. It's like doubled. I don't know why it's gone so expensive. And the only time I tried a cheaper shipping was when I shipped out all those jumpers, if you remember. I shipped 14 cardigans out to a lady, and I chose the cheapest shipping, and it practically got lost. It was missing for 2 months. I was panicking. It finally got there, but that poor lady had to wait nearly 2 months to get her stuff. I was, thinking, oh my God, I'll have to replace it. And I thought, I can't replace it. I would have had to give her the money back, and then I would have been out of pocket because all of my garments would have been missing. I mean, I was doing her a bargain. I was giving her, quite a lot of stuff for her money, much more than, I would have actually got if I'd have sold each one individually. She got a whole bargain. But it cost me £90 for the postage. And then it took 2 months to get there. So I was panicking. And she kept saying, they kept saying they couldn't find it, they'd lost it. And, that was when I thought, no, I'm not posting anymore. Not posting anything more to America. It's just ridiculous. It's bad enough when you lose things in England, but I mean, at least then you do get something back because you send it, recorded delivery, so you do get something back. But getting another message. Who knows who from? Probably something and nothing. It'll be there's an earthquake in China. What does it say? Oh, it's Val asking if we're. It's Val. Hi, Val. Asking if we're at Knit Club on Wednesday. Yeah. I gave one away, one of my shawls away for a Christmas present. You know, my Secret Santa present. Anyway, she loved it, so that was one. Did you know? It depends which jumpers you wanted to buy. I'm not kind of in the market for making things to order, Ruth. I'm only selling off what I've already got, yeah. I didn't see your message, no. I don't know where it went to, but I didn't get it. If it's one I've already got, you know, then that's fine, but I'm not taking any orders at the moment. Well, I don't know whether I ever will again, actually, to be honest with you. Well, when I decide what I'm going to do, Christine, I will let you all know, either on Facebook, Instagram, or on my YouTube. But at the moment, I haven't even decided how, when, where I'm going to sell it yet. Haven't decided yet. I need to take photographs, obviously, and show it. But at the moment, everything's just packed away. So, but I am getting rid of everything at very low prices. It'll all be going. Not keeping any of it. It sounds funny. Perhaps you need to go out and come back in again, yeah. It's going to be 12 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. It's 3 degrees C here, which I believe is about 37. We've had some very, very cold nights here. Oh, you got it now, have you? Good show. Yeah. The white one with bell sleeves and the turquoise one, be back and front, and a lovely pink shawl. I'll have to have a look. I haven't been out to the shed for quite some time. But I think I've got the white sweater with the bell sleeves. I've still got that. I've got the turquoise one with the V back and front, but I can't tell you what sizes they are. And I don't know whether I've got a pink shawl, because I did give one away. So I might have given that pink one away for a present to someone. So I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Oh, my internet keeps flicking. We have had internet. We've had electricity for the last week. Touching wood, we haven't had any more cuts. But having said that, they haven't said it's not going to happen again. I think that shawl has gone, I think, Ruth, that pink one with the mohair in it. I think it's gone. I think I gave it as a Christmas present. I haven't posted any pictures yet. I haven't been in the shed in daylight to take any photos yet, Joe. So as soon as I do, I'll let you all know. It's my New Year project, is to get rid of everything. I might even get rid of some wool, you never know. But everybody always wants me ice yarn, and my ice yarn is sacrosanct. It's like I cannot get that again, and I am not parting company with that. It will be other things. Everybody always wants the ice yarn for, you know, the multicoloured stuff, which I don't know whether they still do it actually. But that's what I keep because I like that. That is mine, all mine. I don't know. I'm trying to go and try and get my knitting machine going. Oh, your phone's dying, Jane. Oh dear. Oh no, I could track mine. I tracked it all the way. But it kept going. It went all the way around the US. And then they said they tried to deliver it and they couldn't. And, you know, it had gone to the next town to where my lady was living. But then they said they couldn't deliver it. And I don't know why they couldn't deliver it, but they said they couldn't. Anyway, she did get it eventually. Well, obviously, did you do the Urban Gypsy or did you do my ordinary Facebook page? Because I must admit, I haven't been on the Urban Gypsy page. Maybe that's where you sent the message to. I don't know. But, you know, I didn't see it in my ordinary page. Or you're going to put your chickens away and knit for the rest of the night. What are you knitting, Shad? Right, I've got to do this. I've got to get to 46. Oh, I don't know. You think it was on If it was on my ordinary Facebook, Ruth, I should have got it. But obviously I didn't, otherwise I would have answered. I would have answered you. If it was on the Urban Gypsy page, then I haven't been on there for quite some time. One, two, three. Right, we'll do 7. 1. Oh dear. Well, I go into my group. I go into the group and then I go into my Facebook page. I just don't often go into my Urban Gypsy page. I always forget to post things on there. It's supposed to be my business page, but obviously, since I've not really had a business, I've not really used it much. 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm terrible. I will never be a businesswoman because I've not got what is it? You know, that oomph. Oh, you're doing a Ross hat, yeah. I have to knit my hats on 5 needles. I can't use them worms. Can't use circular. Shipments from UK. If you want any wool, Crochet Rocks sends to the US. Yeah. And I believe, is it Wool Warehouse that do? There's 1 or 2 that. As far as I know, I haven't got any unread chat messages, as far as I know, because it usually tells me. I mean, it used to have a thing at one time saying there was chat messages that, you know, that were from people who weren't on your Facebook page. But they seem to have done away with that now. I'll have a look. I can't look now, but I will have a look. Yeah, the ads on here, I can't help it. They've just started doing it, and you can't opt out of it. You can't opt out of the ads. They just say they're going to put them on. And I wouldn't mind if I get any money for them, because I don't. I think I get 8 pence for a 3-hour live, yeah. Yeah, I don't go over to my business profile very often because it just messes me Facebook up altogether. You must have been on my business page then. That's probably why I've not seen it, Ruth. I've got 2 pages. I've got an Urban Gypsy business page, and I've got a private one, which is the one I use all the time. I very seldom go over to my business page. That's why I didn't see it. I should go over to it. I should put links to my YouTube channels when I make YouTube videos. I used to do. Every time I made a YouTube video, I used to put a link to it on my business page, but it didn't seem to make any difference whether anybody viewing it or not. I'm not one of these people who makes a fortune, gets paid. I think I get 8 pence when I make a 3-hour live video, which really, it's a good job I'm not doing it for the money, isn't it? I don't know how these people get £200 and £300 a month, because I've never, ever got more than, say, £60 in 3 months. Yeah, it's all I've ever got. I don't know what I do wrong or what my parameters are set wrong. I don't know, but I never get paid. I just presume that nobody watches me. I just presume that. I never get any new followers. Well, if I get new followers, my other ones seem to leave me. My followers have never gone up. Not followers, my subscribers have never gone up in the last about 5 years. I've never got any more subscribers than I had 5 years ago. So obviously, people say, oh, I'm growing my channel. I've got to 10,000 and all that. And I'm like, really? How do you do that? I'm still on the 7.4, whatever I had before. I've got loyal subscribers. I will give you that, Nathan. I just don't get any new ones. Oh, dear. It would be nice to grow my channel to like 10,000 or something, but it's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Do I ever go to a live? Yeah, I go to Tracy's live occasionally. Very seldom to American lives, because they're all at the wrong time for me. I'm either out or they're in the evening when I'm not around, or in the middle of the night when obviously I'm not around. Yeah, I go to Tracy's lives, yeah. But she doesn't have a set time. She just does them. And as I said before, I don't get notifications. If I got notifications, I might go to more lives. The sound's not working. You'll have to refresh it. It wasn't working on somebody else's until they refreshed it, and then it was working. I'm very bad at going on lives, to be honest with you, Jill. They never... I can't just sit and watch lives. I don't know what there is about me, because I'm always doing something else, Sean, I think she's okay. I don't think she doesn't do lives or videos anymore. But she posts a lot on YouTube. Not on YouTube, on Facebook. She posts on there most days. So as far as I know, she's fine, yeah. Yeah, I don't do lives, and I certainly don't do crochet alongs. Hello, Lovely's Crafting Lodge. Howdy, howdy. I don't know why I don't do crochet. Mine are usually the blankets, so that counts me out for a starter. As soon as they mention a blanket, that's me gone, Excuse me, bye-bye, I'm gone. Now, I watch a lot of YouTubes on my TV, which means I can't join in anyway, because I'm watching them on the TV. And also, like I said, the lives are always, if they're in America, they're always at the wrong time of the day for me. I'm usually in bed. And I don't like watching lives once they're not live anymore. They're kind of not the same, are they, when you're watching what people have said 3 hours ago? Because you can't even say hello because it's all finished, isn't it? So nobody knows you're there anyway. Oh dear. This hat will drive me bonkers. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what this computer generated stuff is. They are AI, and I'm like, what the heck's an AI? Ellie put on a video. Who's Ellie? That's somebody I don't know, Ellie. Or do I? And I only watch tutorials if I plan on doing something. Craft House Magic. No, I've never watched her. What does she do? Does she crochet? Does she knit? What does she make? I don't know her. There are so many people now doing lives, yeah. So many. Well, yeah. I'll watch the crochet ones. I wouldn't watch the sew, the dye. I do watch people, but I sort of drift away when they start knitting socks and stuff. I sort of go off them a bit, yeah. I watch them when they're doing something crochet, but once they start doing tapestries and stuff like that, they've lost me. I'm gone. Uh, no, I think I say something a lot more spicier than that when I stub my toe. I think I must have banged my little toe a long while ago, but it's sore all the time now, and I can't see anything wrong with it. I actually asked the chiropodist one time, can you see anything wrong with my toe? And he went, no, looks perfectly fine to me. Well, why does it hurt all the time then? No, I don't think he has yet, Shad. I think he's put it off until the new year. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be so long, this. I mean, look at it. And I've not even got to the bit that you widen out for the head yet. I have got neuropathy in my feet, yeah, I do. It comes from my spine. They delayed doing my spine a lot for so long that they said I would never gain the full use of my toes and my feet because of neuropathy. So it could be that, but it's just my little toe that drives me mad. There's a blizzard at your house. Oh, gosh. They keep threatening us with snow, but I don't think we will get snow here, you know. We might get a dusting, but I don't think we'll get snow like I used to get snow at the other house. Are you sure you want to move, Chris, if they have blizzards? You sure you don't want to stay where it's warm? Mine's my little toe on my left. I mean, my left foot is much, much worse than my right foot with neuropathy. It's like kind of pins and needles all the time in my feet. And it drives me mad the minute I get in bed. It's not so bad if I wear my socks, but if I don't wear my socks, it drives me potty. But it's in my hand. I thought it was neuropathy in my hand, but apparently it's carpal tunnel. So I'm waiting to have that done because that keeps me awake. It hurts and it burns and it throbs and oh, it's great. Especially if I'm on my scooter. It drives me bananas on my scooter. I'm sure people must think I'm strange because I'm like going down the road, like waving my hand about, going, trying to get the circulation back in my fingers, especially if it's cold. And I have to wear my splints in bed as well. You know, I have to sleep in splints. It's great, isn't it? Why do you not have a boyfriend, Janet? Because you're sleeping with a mask on and you're sleeping with your hands in splints and you've got your socks on. You know, you're going to be such a catch, aren't you? You know. That's why I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, dear. I've got to the stage where I won't go. I need to go for certain things. And I think, oh, what's the point? They're just going to tell you it's such a thing or you're getting older. Or I'm a poor one. I am not one that runs to the doctors. I just don't go. And I should. There's lots of things I should go and mention at the doctors. And I don't. Because you just think, oh, what's the point? You just think you're a whiny old woman, you know. You've got all these mega problems. So I put up with a lot of things that I shouldn't do, really. I should mention things, you know, and I don't. And I leave it while it's too late. And then when I go, they go, why didn't you come before? I'm like, because I don't like coming. I only come when I really, really have to. And I mean, doctors these days, if you can get an appointment, it's good, isn't it? It's like, can you come back in 3 weeks' time if you're still dying? Can you come back then, you know? Just try not to have anything drastic in the meantime, yeah. Of course, if you had money and you had a doctor at your beck and call, and you could phone up and see a specialist, wouldn't it be nice? It'd be lovely, that, wouldn't it? You could say, right, I need to see you tomorrow. And they'll go, oh, no problem. Can you come in tomorrow, dear? Yes, we'll reserve an hour appointment for you. I don't know what row I'm on. Don't know what row I'm on. No idea. Need to count. Think I've missed a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 rows I've done. Right. 40 rows. Right. I've done 40 rows. Right, there we go. Right, row 41. There's a plain row, yeah, done that. No, 41. It's driving me mad, Lydia. Driving me mad. Got to do another row out in stripes now, yeah. I'm still on my first ball. It said it was going to be 600 grams, unless I've got to do a lining, I think, and all this other stuff to it yet. I think I've only just bitten the bottom of the iceberg here, or whatever you want to call it. Tip of the iceberg, isn't it? It's got a lining. I don't know whether you have to do the whole thing all over again to make the lining. I don't know. Should be interesting. I don't like doing that crocodile stitch either. I can do it, but I don't like doing it. You know, that makes it go like leaves. It's not my favourite stitch to do. I once did a tea cosy in it. It's not my favourite stitch to do. But I got fed up of doing my cardigan because you have to join a different colour on with every row, and I thought, well, I can't be doing that while I'm on here. Keep hunting for different colours. I'm running out of colours, to be quite honest. I don't know what colour my sleeves are going to be because I'm using all my bits up on the bodywork. It's probably going to have sleeves in about 2 different colour stripes. But still, that's the joy of making your own, isn't it? It's individualistic. There will be no two things like it. That's what I like about making my own stuff. I've always liked to be individual. I've always not liked to be like everybody else, which is why when there's a crochet along and it's for a cardigan or a poncho or something, I never do it because I don't want to look like everybody else. Yeah. The only thing I succumbed was the virus shawl. It was only because I liked the pattern. So I became one of the millions of people who did a virus shawl. Yeah. But apart from that, no, I like to be different. That's why I think I design a lot of my own things. Well, I don't say I design them, I just have ideas, which I would never say, oh, yes, I'm a crochet designer. Oh, yes, they're mine. Anybody who copies them, you are pinching my ideas. No, because we're all influenced by something that we've seen or we've done, or you've seen something on Pinterest or something. We're all influenced by something. So, you know, you cannot say anything that you make is completely your pattern. Not this day and age, you can't anyway. This is why I can't understand why there's all these wars going on. She has stolen my pattern. And I'm like, no, she hasn't stolen your pattern. She's done an idea that was from the 1960s. She's done it from there. She's not stolen your idea. I mean, some of these patterns that they're asking like £8 and £10 for, you've seen them many, many times before. None of them are original. You know, so I don't know why they get all the knickers in a twist over it all. I dare say this hood, somebody's done it before. I dare say so. I mean, I'll probably adapt this if I make it again. I probably won't do it this way. But I won't say, oh, this is my hood pattern. I won't say that at all. I'll just say this is my variation on the theme, you know. I mean, it's like that jacket I'm doing now, that granny square. There's a million patterns for granny square top-down cardigans. I'm just doing it in my own colours and my own striping. But it's not original. It's not anything that I've invented by any stretch of the imagination. It's just something that I've done, you know. Most of my stuff is like an adaptation of something that I've seen. You know, I've seen something and thought, oh, I can do that better. Big head, you know, I can do that better. Right, let's have a look what row I'm on now. I'm on row 41, row 42. Oh God, my eyes have gone blurred now. Do 9. Right. Yeah, inspired by, that's what I would say. And I think most people who do things these days, these little sweet young things on YouTube, should say that they are inspired by. I think they should. Some do. Some say, oh, I'm making a dress that I've seen. They tend to do these, they've seen a cartoon or they've seen something. They've seen somebody wearing a dress, haven't they, on a cartoon. And some of them do say, I'm trying to recreate this dress I've seen on this whatever. But it's the other ones that get right up themselves when they say, oh, I've designed this, it's my design. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not your design at all. You've adapted it off somebody else's design. You might have done a slightly different sleeve, or you might have done a slightly different neckline, but you haven't designed it at all. You've just copied it off somebody else. I never say that. I never say this is my own design. I say it's just come out of my head, which usually my stuff does come out of my head. I've got a mystery going on in my brain, I tell you, too. Well, even I don't know what goes on in my brain. But no doubt when I do things, I've probably seen something. Probably seen something on Pinterest, I've seen something on YouTube. And then I store it away in my brain, and maybe about 3 years later, I might think, oh, yeah, I remember sort of seeing such a thing. I'll do my own spin on it. But it's not my own design. It's just off the top of my head, if you know what I mean. That's why I would never write a pattern out. I would never try to sell a pattern because I just haven't done anything. You just don't inspired by your own pattern, yeah. I could never make a shawl pattern up on my own. I could make a granny square one on my own, a granny stitch one on my own, but it wouldn't be my own, would it? It would be like a million other granny stitch patterns, yeah. Or a million other granny square patterns. It wouldn't be my own pattern. I'm not that, how can I put it, fame hungry, that I need to claim things as my own. There's quite a few people that I used to watch and they say, I've made this pattern and I'm selling this pattern. And I'm like, it's like a million others, yeah. What's new about that? And yet people buy them and buy them and buy them. I can't make them up. You know me. I can't do them in American. I can't write them in American. I can only write in English. I'd have to put a disclaimer on saying, excuse me, but my pattern's written in English. My trebles are trebles, they're not double crochets. Oh dear, I'd just confuse the world. And then the way I write patterns isn't the way anybody else writes patterns. I just put continue increasing in this way. I wouldn't write every row out, that people want. People want you to write every row out and they want you to put how many stitches you should finish up with at the end of the row. I mean, Kelly had a go at making patterns up and she just got people writing saying, you don't put at the end whether it's a right side or a wrong side, or you don't put at the end how many stitches you're supposed to have. And she goes, oh my God, I can't make up with this. They wanted her to tell them every single thing. And she said, God, the pattern would have been about 29 pages long, if I'd have written everything out in longhand. Yeah. If you say continue increasing every 6th row until you get so many stitches, people don't understand it. Why? Why do they not understand it? Why do they want you to write every single row down? Why can they not work it out? And they cannot do, if there's a lacy pattern, they can't keep the pattern straight and increase or decrease. They can't do it. They want you to tell them every single row where you're decreasing or you're increasing. And I have no patience for that sort of stuff. I can't do it. I can't work out when I've lost stitches at the armhole. I can't work it out. How do I do that? I used to have them coming in the shop like that, and I used to think, oh, for God's sake, just keep your pattern straight. Surely your pattern's in your brain by the time you get to the armholes. And they're like, no, I can only read the pattern every row. When it gets to the armhole and it says take 2 stitches off, I can't do it anymore. Is it just me, or is it everybody else that wants it written out every row? That's why I don't write patterns, obviously, because I would lose my temper. If people started sending me questions like that, I don't know what to do. I'll be like, well, don't bother then. I said that one time and somebody said, don't belittle me just because I can only do a crocheting off a YouTube video. Don't belittle me. I said, I'm not belittling you. I said, I'm just saying that you don't know how to crochet if you can't do it yourself. Yeah, I use scrap paper. I've got a bit of scrap paper now and a pencil. But this pattern's annoying me because it could have told me to carry on increasing in this manner. It could have told me instead of telling me every flipping row. I'm having to cross off every darn row now because I don't know where I'm up to. Right. See, this is what I mean. It's saying, do your increasing, you finish up as 56 stitches. Then it says, do 1 row plain, and then it says 56 stitches. To me, that is obvious that you're going to, if you're doing a row plain, you're still going to have 56 stitches, which you had when you increased. Why tell me twice? Why tell me again? Why not just say do a row plain? Yeah, we've all got our own methods, Lydia, of working out what it is, but I don't see why we should have to, as a pattern writer, they should have to tell you every single row, yeah? I only make tick marks with pencil. I don't make them with pen, Lydia, because I don't like defacing the pattern, I must admit. I make them in pencil and then I can rub them off. You know, it's the same. I don't circle anything with a marker or do yellow markings on a pattern because then I think, well, I might want to make a different size, yeah? At one, you know, and then I'd have all these markings on for one size and I want to make another size. So I don't do anything permanently. If I want to do something like that, I would photocopy the pattern and then I would write all over the pattern on my photocopy, yeah, not on my actual pattern. If I was going to write a lot of alterations, let's say. I've done that before today. Just photocopy the pattern sheets and then write all over the photocopy. That way I can understand it better. But I don't like actually writing on the actual pattern, no. Not with a highlighter or with a biro, yeah. But yeah, I could probably do that, yeah. I don't like actually defacing the actual pattern. Yeah, I do yeah, like you say, a Xerox copy of it and then write all over. I used to have a nice which I don't have anymore. One of those like ruler things that was like magnetic that went down the pattern, and I don't know what happened to it. That was useful because you moved it down row by row so you knew which row you were on. And I don't know what happened to that. They do sell them again, but they're probably 4 times the price they were when I bought mine. That was handy. To do each row. But now I use a pencil, I don't use a pen. Or I use a bit of Christmas card, right on the plain bit of a Christmas card. Or the other side of a calendar, yeah. When you have these calendars with little sayings on them, I write all over them. And I write on the other side because it's plain on the other side. Or if I print something out and it prints out wrong, I'll use the other side of the A4 paper and cut it up into smaller pieces and use it. Use it for shopping lists and all kinds of things I use it for. I've always got little notepads everywhere. My life is written on a notepad. Where would we be without our notes? Oh yeah, I used to write my shopping list out when I lived on my own. And I don't know why, I always used to lose it halfway around the shop. I don't know where it used to go. Or I'd leave it at home. I'd get halfway to the shop and think, oh gosh, I've left my shopping list at home. But funnily enough, once I'd written it on a shopping list, I kind of used to remember it. I was never any good at going shopping without a list. Because you come back, don't you, with a pile of stuff you don't want and you don't eat. And then you don't buy the essentials, what you'd actually gone for, like butter, sugar, milk. You haven't brought that. You come home with all sorts of weird stuff. And nothing what you actually wanted to make a meal out of. I know I did that one time. I'd gone shopping, spent a fortune, come back, and I hadn't actually got anything I could make a meal with. I'm thinking, what were you thinking of? I didn't have any meat or any chicken or anything I could make a meal with. I thought you were a dozy devil. I'd spent the sort of week's shopping money on stuff. And it was all stuff. Tins of stuff or stuff for nothing I could actually make a meal with. Dozy fool. I did better when I had the COVID and my niece used to shop for me. I used to save a fortune. Not that she paid for me shopping, she didn't, but I only used to put down what I wanted and she would only bring me what to put on my list. Whereas I used to go off piste and sort of sticking all sorts of things in that I'd seen on the way around. Whereas when she was doing my shopping, she'd only buy me what was on my list. So it used to save me a fortune. Now, of course, I buy bits of my own, but by and large, my daughter-in-law, my son, buy the shopping for all of us. But it does mean I never know what we're going to have for tea. It's always a mystery what turns up in front of me. I don't kind of have a say-so, if you know what I mean. Unless they're going out for the day and they say, what do you want? What do you want us to get you? Right, I've done another plain row. So how many should I have? 56. Bet you how many I haven't, yeah. A sourdough starter. I think I did eat sourdough bread once upon a time, but I can't remember what it tasted like. It's like that Irish bread. What's it called? Soda bread, isn't it? I did buy that once. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. 54. Right, I should have 56. I've been having too many recently. Now I haven't got enough. Oh, never mind. What the heck is that? Oh, do 10 and then times 5 and then turn. Okay. Yeah, I should do something when my stomach's off, as you know. Most of the time it's off. I live off Gaviscon and Buscopan. That's my daily diet. I'm supposed to be going to get one of those cameras down, but I don't fancy it. Don't fancy it at all. At all, at all, at all. Oh, God, my son's yawning. He's the noisiest yawner in the whole wide world. When he yawns, he's... You can hear him down here. He's such a noisy yawner. And the dogs have not been down yet. So I wonder they've not been down for a week. When it be getting near their bedtime. Rosie will come busting in, she normally does. Comes flying in. Yeah, the sounds of life upstairs. Does that mean Trixie will be coming down, or will it be Rosie? Wonder how long I stay in bed tomorrow. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right. Oh dear. I love my bed lately. Can't sleep when I get in it. I'm like, when I get in bed. But eventually when I get to sleep, then I can't wake up. Yeah. It's great, isn't it? I don't know whether you're the same. Toss and turn, cannot get to sleep. Go to sleep about 5 o'clock and sleep till lunchtime. That's my way. I haven't got my injections I haven't got them till Monday. Should get one tomorrow, but I haven't got it till Monday because I forgot to put my prescription in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I've had one chocolate, Lydia. I've had a chocolate. I had a caramel. Yeah. My snack tonight is... Okay, I haven't got any room. It's a box of milk tray that I had at Christmas and not opened. So I've had a caramel, so I will have another one now. I will have a... What will I have? Maybe I'll have an orange truffle, or shall I have a fudge duet? I'll have an orange truffle, I think. An orange truffle. It's usually orange in the middle, isn't it? It looks a bit like an arrow, actually. So that's my snack. Trying to be good, you see. Because I'm really thirsty, so that means my blood sugars must be up. So I should watch what I'm eating. Got loads and loads of COVID red flag warning. Symptoms listed as a new surge leads to masks. Oh, God. Please don't tell me we have to start wearing masks again. Please, no. Oh, my goodness me. I've got loads and loads and loads. Snow warning. No, thank you. Minister infuriates Americans. Oh, really? I'm not reading that. World War III fears after Biden message. No, I'm not reading that. Don't want to know. I don't like that. They've still got an escape meerkat in Manchester. Yeah, there's still a meerkat on the loose. It got out from some park or other. And they're saying don't approach it because it could be nasty and it could bite. Got no intentions of going anywhere near it. I don't think it'll have made it all the way over here unless it's a very good runner. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you're in Manchester, look out for a meerkat, but don't touch it. It might bite you. Shouldn't think it would survive long in the wild if it's been used to having being fed in a zoo thing. Used to having its meals on wheels, you know what I mean? Probably won't survive in the wild if it has to catch its own stuff. They'll probably find it dead somewhere eventually. That's the thing, when they've been in captivity, they can't look after themselves in the wild, can they, you know? They don't have the wherewithal, the sort of hunting instinct. Hey ho, and the merry will be. I'm getting fed up of this hat already. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I'm getting really fed up with it. And I'm nowhere near the top of it yet. Nowhere near where you start doing for the head. I've got another few rows to do, yeah. Well, it's in Manchester, so I don't think it'll get over here. It's quite a distance. It would have to travel about 40 miles to come over here. It'll probably stay around the Manchester area. It's probably, like I say, it probably died. It's probably not used to fending for its own dinner, is it? It's probably used to the keeper giving it its dinner, isn't it? 2, 4, 6. It's amazing how they know one's gone missing and no more than one. You know, you would have thought if one had dug a hole, there would have been a few gone through the hole. Not just one little lone meerkat that's escaped. I'm sure they've got more than one meerkat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hey, by gum. I was hoping to have got at least to the top of the hat. But I know for a fact there's probably going to be a lining, and this is, I mean, it's not going to be, well, I don't think that's going to be the tail. One never knows. One never knows. We bomb away. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the meerkat sleeps tonight. Oh, my arm is killing me. I should be on 61 stitches. Oh, then I've got to change the ink. Oh, God, the increase pattern. Oh, repeat row 40, repeat more. Oh, Lord. I'm still increasing. I thought when I got to the end of this, I would have stopped increasing, but apparently not. Oh, you've got picot. I've got all these spine things to do on this hat. You know, all down the bottom of this hat. I've got like, what's it called there? Look, caterpillar spines all down the hat. I'm not looking forward to that. I'd rather do a picot than do a spine. Right, let's have a look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. And I'm supposed to have 61. It's a pattern you copied from me, so it's my fault. Oh, right. Sorry, beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. You should know if it was me. I've probably done something different anyway. Oh, dear. Are you sure I did picots all around the edge? Are you sure I did? Are you sure I didn't cheat? Do something different? Right, I've got my 61. So I've done that. Now what have I got to do? Now I've got to do a plain roll. I thought I would have at least got somewhere, but I haven't. I've got to do some more increasings after this. It's all increases. It's not the easiest of patterns. I definitely won't be wearing this to knit club, Val. I definitely won't be bringing it to knit club. You bet your boots somebody will ask me to make one. Bet your boots somebody will say, oh, can you make me one? Maybe I did skip the picots. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't always do what it says on the pattern. You know, Lydia, you know me. Although I don't mind doing picots, to be quite honest with you. Once I get into the roll, you know, the on the roll we want. I do picots on a lot of things. It's a nice finish to the edge, isn't it, doing a picot? Oh dear, I'm getting fed up with this. I've got to do, that's what it looks like a skate, doesn't it? I don't mean a roller skate, I mean a skate, fish skate, yeah. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I was hoping I'd get to the bit where you start putting the what do you call them? Crocodile stitches on, but obviously not. I don't know whether I did or I didn't. You know me, I've got a brain of a goldfish, Lydia. I probably forgot I ever made it in the first place. Well, imagine me having to make these dragon scales all around this hat. Tell you if ever I did this again, I'd be doing the increases on the edge. I wouldn't be doing them in the middle like this. Ugh. Or I wouldn't be doing it in the front loops of the stitches. Oh, remember the cape? Oh God, that was down to the ground, wasn't it? That the one in greens and browns. I wonder if she still got it. I've got a small version of that cape in the shed actually. Only comes here. I might keep that for me. Might wear it myself. Oh, I did mutter. I think I had more patience back then. I still got the dresses that I swapped for it. In fact, I think I'm wearing one of the skirts tonight that I swapped for it. Swapped some clothes for it. I didn't get any money for it. I swapped some clothes for it. It was all free-handed because there was no pattern for it. Well, there was a pattern for it actually, but it was that I should have known better because it was that Lady Earth Tricks or something, the one that made the pattern that I just cursed at, that I made for my daughter-in-law, the one that was all wrong. You know, the fairy jacket. Well, it wasn't wrong so much as it was didn't do a size big enough. She's altered it since and made bigger sizes, but you have to buy another pattern. The one I had, I only did 2 sizes. The biggest size was 36 to 38, which is no good to Man the Beast. But she's since redone it now and it goes up to bigger sizes. But instead of having 37 pages, it's now got 42. But it costs you 10 quid out of Amazon. But some of these patterns I buy from America, their tension is a lot bigger than mine. You know, they're a lot looser. I can't get gauge. I'm hoping I've got a gauge with this because she doesn't give you a gauge. It's another one of those patterns where you don't get gauge again. She just tells you what to do. But this lady does say she's a tight crocheter, so I've got more of a chance because I must be a tight crocheter. Right. Right, I've got to do it at 11. Then I'm going to stop because it's getting near my stopping time. I'm not going to do the other bits. I've got to do, oh, I'm up to row 47. And now I'm on row 49. I've got to start putting markers in. So I haven't got markers, so I'll start that tomorrow where I can get my markers. I'm not going to get and finding my markers for that. I'll just do these last 2 rows and I'll be up to row 47. But I've got to get up to row 50, 56. No, 59. Blimey, before I get to the... What stitch am I doing? I'm doing it UK trebles, but in the front loops only, which I don't like doing. I'd rather do them in the back loops. It's my treble, UK double, US double crochets, yeah. But I don't know why I'm doing them in the front loops, because it's not making any bit of difference. I'd rather do it in the back loops, or through both loops. Oh, you'll be all right. Just start doing your picots. Once you get on a roll, you'll be fine. Just make sure you don't make them frilly. Make sure they're lying flat, otherwise you can get a frilly edge and it's not nice. You know, if it starts going wavy and frilly, make sure you're spacing them out enough. Otherwise, you don't want a wavy edge. Well, I don't anyway. I don't know about you. Oh dear. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Oh, Z's been sick, has she? What's she got with her arthritis or something different? I know she suffers with fibromyalgia or whatever it is, and she suffers with respiratory. She's had. All right. She not had COVID, has she? No, she suffers a lot with rheumatoid arthritis, isn't it? With her hands and stuff. I mean, I don't have that. I have osteoarthritis. It's a different thing altogether than what she's got, yeah. Flu and pneumonia. Mm. I know somebody was on here last week saying their sister-in-law, was it, or sister, or brother-in-law, was very poorly with it. They say there's a new strain of COVID over here. People are getting it. We've got that 100-day cough over here or something, whatever that is. People have got this cough they can't get rid of. I had a cough, if you remember, was it about 18 months ago? I could not get rid of this cough. They sent me everywhere. They sent me for chest x-rays and everything. And it did eventually go. I never knew got to the bottom of what the heck that was. It wasn't COVID because I was testing negative for COVID. Yeah. I don't know whether you remember me having it. It lasted 4 months. It lasted. It was awful. Couldn't get to sleep for it. I was coughing, coughing, coughing. Yeah, it was about 12 months ago, 18 months ago, if you remember. I could not stop coughing. It was keeping me awake. And my daughter-in-law had it as well. And nobody got to the bottom of what the heck was wrong with either of us. They said antibiotics were no use for it, and, whatever was no use. It just kind of went on its own. But Susan, that used to come on here, she had a terrible, terrible cough before she had a stroke, yeah. She was the same. She was coughing, coughing, coughing. I've had pneumonia a couple of times. Yeah, it's not nice. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, I had what they call walking pneumonia, whatever walking pneumonia is. It means you're walking around with it, I presume. I've had an injection for something or other. I don't know what it was. It was something to do with pneumonia, I think. I had an injection the other week. I think that was for pneumonia. Well, she said to me, "Oh, you've not had that injection." I said, "It's not COVID, is it?" She went, "No, it's not COVID." I said, "Right, well, I'll have it then." I'm sure she said it was pneumonia. She jabbed me with. She said, "You'll have a sore arm." I've got a sore arm now, but not then. I can't still have a sore arm from it, surely. Right, what have I got? Got to have 66 stitches now. You've not even used your hormones, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 64, 65, 66. Oh, I got the right number. Yay, me. It's always a triumph when you have the right number, isn't it? Right, I've got one more row to do, then I'm stopping for the night. At least I've done, that's all the tail. I've not even got to the hood, the hat bit. This is all the tail. Not even got to the bit where you reach the, the hood bit yet. Oh, and I've almost crocheted 100 grams into it. A nebulizer. I've never had that. My son was on a nebulizer once when he had an asthma attack. I will show it when I've done it. I will model it. I don't know how the heck I'm going to attach the other bit to it. She doesn't say how she attaches it. She just says she's made one part with this hood and the other part with the matrix hood. And she doesn't say how she's stitched them together or how she's attached them, which is not very good, is it? Just saying, oh, I use part of this and I use part of that. But not showing you how she's It's kind of like an inhaler, but they put it over. It's like an oxygen mask that they put some medication in that helps you to open your lungs up. A nebulizer. That's what they give you when you go to hospital. It's like attached to like an oxygen tank thing, but they put some drug in it that opens up your airways. But you don't, well, you can have nebulizers at home if you're really, really bad with asthma. But normally it's just in hospital that they do it. It's like a very strong inhaler, yeah. Yeah, some people who are very, very bad with asthma, they do have them at home. But you have to be really bad to have them at home, I think. I used to have an asthma spray. But I don't say I'm asthmatic. I'm like allergic. Perfumes and stuff like that. My ex next door neighbour, the one who passed away, she had a thing for those plug-in, you know, whoosh, freshener things that plugged in the house. And whenever I went in her house to look after her dog, because, she had cancer and she was very poorly and she was missing for a lot of the time, so she used to ask me to pop in and look after the dog. And that used to set me off. It used to give me asthma. If I used to stay there for the week, which I had to do sometimes, I used to unplug them all. I used to say, I'm sorry, Julie, but I can't do with them. They give me, wheeze. I was wheezing. And yet I don't have asthma really on a regular basis. I've had pneumonia a couple of times. And yeah. You think you're having a heart attack. It's like right across your chest. You feel like you're cracking ribs when you have a pneumonia cough. I thought I'd broken ribs when I had mine. And they kept saying no. And it's worse if you get like a pleurisy with it, where the air gets trapped between your membranes of your chest. If you get pleurisy, I've had that as well, pleurisy. I used to get it all when I was at the job centre, people coughing and spluttering all over you. People coming in with all kinds of deadly diseases, coughing all over you. I had one woman, she came from abroad, like she was coughing all over me, and she finished up with TB. I thought, oh, thank you. I've just been sat facing you, you just coughed all over me. And now you've got TB. I've been to the cafe. Yeah, I went Thursday, went to the cafe. The boring cafe that never changes its menu. I had a cheese sandwich, a toasted cheese sandwich, but I gave half of it to my friend. Couldn't eat it. It was too googie. They didn't have any pasties or anything. Their menu has never changed in 3 years. I think they'd put something different on, wouldn't you, for a change, yeah. Do some baked potatoes or do some bacon butties or something, wouldn't you? But they don't. Same boring old cheese and, what do you call it, cheese and ham. It's the most boring cafe in Fleetwood, that. And the coffee's rubbish as well. The only thing good about it is they have comfy sofas. That's the only thing I would recommend it for. Every other cafe's got horrible plastic seats. Oh, we're desperate. We're looking for another cafe. I said to her, "It's a coffee." Yeah, it is a coffee shop. It's not really a proper cafe. It's a coffee shop. It's next to the Marine Hall, but the menu is so limited. It's just toasties, or you can have some chips. Or they do have pasties and pies that they warm up for you. Or you can have soup, but it's always really busy, yeah. That's probably why they don't bother changing the menu. I'm used to different choices, different cultures. I'm used to, sort of Greek cafes, Italian cafes. I'm used to having a choice of cafes to go to. It's very cafe culture where I used to live before. You could have a choice of menus. We even had vegan and vegetarian cafes if you'd have wanted that, which I didn't mind going to for a change. At least you got something different to eat. Right, I'm done for what I'm doing so far. Still haven't finished doing the increasing, but I've stopped for tonight now. I'd love a nice bacon butty. Well, there is competition, but the cafes all around are more like cafes with plastic chairs. They're the only ones who's got comfy sofas. And they don't have any competition really there. That's probably why. People go and sit in these lovely comfy sofas and that. And they are nice to sit on, you see. Any other cafe you go to, you're sitting on a plastic table and a plastic chair. You don't feel like stopping, because it's just so uncomfortable after a while, you know. Your back starts to hurt after you've been there half an hour, you know. So that's why they've not got competition, because they're the only ones with lovely sofas. I just wish we could find somewhere else that had a comfy seats. We can find places with much nicer menus, but you don't want to sit there for longer than half an hour because otherwise your back starts giving you jip, you know. Still, we sometimes go to a place called Katie's, which is on Affinity, which is like the Fleetwood outlet. It used to be called Freeport, but she's twice as expensive, and again, the seats are not that comfortable. It's not so bad if it's a lovely hot sunny day because I can sit in my scooter and eat, you know, which is nice and comfy. You know, it's a padded seat till it's comfortable. It's got a back on it, you know, because it turns around like so I can sit sideways to the table, yeah. But otherwise, I'd be on a plastic chair, you know, the plastic table. I don't think they want you to stay long. That's why they don't have comfy seats, you know. Yeah. The days of the padded benches and things like that are long gone. They don't have them. You know, don't have them. Yeah, still, never mind. Anyway, I'm not going to do any more crocheting tonight now. I've had it now for tonight. I'm going to be going to my bed, take my makeup off, put my aloe vera on, stick my mask on, put my nightie on and get in my bed and have a little sleep. And I'll let you know if I manage to do any more of this. I'm just not looking forward to doing that crocodile stitch, you know, all around the hood. I could do crocodile stitch, I just don't like doing it. But, and then I've got to do the spine bit all the way down that side there, all the spine. And then I've got to work out how I fit the other half of the... I've got to do the matrix bit and find out where that fits. And one of them's got like clips. I need to order some clips. They're like clips that fasten together. You know, a bit like you get on a rucksack. It's got clips that fasten under each arm. Unless I can do a string and a button, but otherwise I need to get some clips from somewhere or other. Probably do them on eBay, don't I? No, the dogs haven't been down yet, though. Very strange. So when did they come bouncing in? Oh, the mermaid's tail. Oh, I hated doing that. That's what I'm crocheting, that, Nathan. That, for my daughter-in-law, not for me. It's two patterns in one, but she doesn't say how she links the two patterns together. I've got the pattern for the hood, and I've got the pattern for this bit here, but she doesn't say how she links them together. She just says what she's done. She's bought the two patterns and put them together, which I wish she would give me better directions on how the heck she's put them together. Yeah. Does it come with dreadlocks? No, I don't think it does. No, that's one of the patterns. Yeah, one of the patterns. So, but it's not got the other bit on it here. Yeah, I suppose I could ask her how she attaches the two together. And I don't know whether she crochets. Oh, you want it to come with a woman? No, it doesn't come with a woman as well. It's called the Lowis Dragon Hood. Pattern's £8, I think, on Etsy. But then you've got to also order the matrix hood, which she puts together with it. So I don't know how What, Keanu Reeves? Yeah, she doesn't say how she puts it together. I wish she did say how she's put it together, but she doesn't. She's put Baking the Dragon scale. She's got all of that here. Photo tutorial. Oh, that's the other one. A matrix hood. So, I mean, I don't know which bit of it you crochet. You can't have to crochet the whole hood, can you? You can't be wearing two hoods together. Hi, excuse me. You're coming on just when I'm going off. Yeah, I had to buy that pattern as well, the matrix hood. But I only want it for that bit. But then she also has a bit that comes round her nose, doesn't she? She has a bit that comes across her face. Yeah, she's not very... She probably wants you to buy it, doesn't she? The ones that she's made herself, yeah. Probably wants you to buy it. Yeah, that was about £6 to buy the matrix hood. Oh, I don't know. But the matrix hood has got like clip things under the arms. So I've got to buy some clips. Side release buckle clips, whatever they are. I like the way she says, I do not use standard sizing for any of my patterns. The pattern is completely customizable to any size. So in other words, DIY, yeah. Oh well, never mind. Right, I'm going to leave you, love you and leave you, and I'll probably see you in the week when I've done a bit more of this hood. And I've done a bit more of a cardigan, yeah, whatever. So bye for now. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for all my thumbs up. So as they say in the movies, like and subscribe, don't they? Like, please, and subscribe, yeah. And I will see you all pretty soon. Bye-bye. Bye, all. Bye. Thank you, Chris. Bye now.